Hey you, my name is TomSka Ridgewell, and I've been making videos on the internet for over 12 years. Oh, that's a really long time. Now, while the best way to succeed at something is to enjoy doing it and do it a lot, it never hurts to get free advice. So if you're hoping to make videos on these here internets, then here's everything I think you need to know to get started and not die.
Part 1! Watch and learn! And steal!
We are what we eat, and everything we make is the result of everything that's inspired us. So before diving headfirst into the world of stuff making, you need to watch a lot of stuff. Discover what excites and inspires you and let it shape you as a creative. The more you consume, the sooner you'll develop the big mess known as your own style. Footnote, it's also important that you don't just watch good stuff. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. So watch poorly made and unsuccessful content and try to figure out why it didn't work. Learn from other people's mistakes.
Part 2! Who are you?
Now the question of who you want to be and what you want to do is entirely up to you. Makeup, music, vlogging, gaming, reviews, news, how-tos, comedy, cartoons, filmmaking, baking, fun facts, visual effects, or sex? No, not sex. That's bad. Illegal, probably. You're 12. But before you can even begin making and uploading videos, you need a name for yourself. A brand, if you want to talk like a douche. Sadly, the internet has been around long enough though that every possible username you could come up with has probably already been taken, including your own name, Jim Stevens.
Oh, well, that sucks, man, come on.
Try making a list of your favorite words and things and smashing them together until you hopefully find something unique and not stolen by someone else already. However, it's still not that simple. A good username needs to be memorable and easy to share, so before you go rushing off to register your new username on every website imaginable, you need to make sure that it makes sense to more than just you. I personally recommend the IRL test, which is basically where if you can say the username to someone in real life, and more often than not they can write it down correctly, it's probably good enough. Footnote, don't put numbers in your username, you stupid
Part 3! Secondary channel!
Going from zero to hero, why would I say that? Means trying a lot of new things, and you're not necessarily going to want everything you make to be a representation of you and your brand. That's why maybe it's a good idea to have a secondary channel. Somewhere to post updates, try new things, and make mistakes on. So many mistakes.
Oh, thanks, man. Wait, what? Part 4! Getting started!
Getting started and making your first videos can be scary, but I think it's important that you hear this. You suck. You do, you're awful, and you're gonna be awful for a long time. No, stop crying. Oh, come on, no. You see, you don't get good until you've made something that's kind of okay, and you don't make something that's kind of okay until you've made a lot of things that really suck. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't be afraid or held back by your own suckiness. Embrace it, challenge it, prove it wrong, and above all, never give up. Warm fuzzy feelings aside though, you're still going to need some equipment. It's pointless of me to recommend you a good camera or microphone because technology is constantly evolving, but what I can tell you is this. Sound is more important than visuals. People's ears are quicker to be offended than their eyes. That's why I suggest getting a good microphone first and foremost. Hey. You don't need to bankrupt yourself to get started. If you've got what it takes, you'll be able to start on pretty basic equipment and over time, afford better stuff. Creativity is kind of like cooking. I know it sounds stupid, but bear with me. Before you complain that you don't have enough friends or resources to get started, take a look at the ingredients around you. Everything from your friends and family's places of work to the stuff just lying around your house will enable you to make something really cool. Get cooking. Oh, I'm so pretentious. Side note, if you ever try and turn a camera sideways to fit the whole person in, I'll kill you and your entire family.
Part 5! Originality!
And the 3 bodies. When it comes to the stuff that's actually in your videos, there's a few things you may want to take into consideration to stand out and avoid drowning in the endless sea of people who are just way cooler than you. Rewatchability, the thing that makes people want to come back for more and watch your videos over and over again. Keeping the pace snappy and cutting the unnecessary fat, such as credit or title sequences, helps a lot. Quotability, silly voices and catchphrases are an upsettingly effective way of getting yourself stuck in people's heads. Also, and I hate that I'm saying this, but being relatable and making content relevant to people's everyday lives will keep you popping up in their mind throughout the day. Shareability, memorable thumbnails, titles, and tags will make your videos easier to find, but I will get onto that in a moment. Finally, and most importantly, originality is key. Offering people something new and exciting will always help. If you've watched enough stuff, like I told you to, then you'll already have your own style, and being original won't be too hard. What is originality though? Well, in my opinion, it's just taking inspiration from so many different things that you can no longer identify one single source. Creativity, it's basically just a lot of stealing.
Part 6! First impressions!
People say don't judge a book by its cover, but they're still going to. Getting noticed in the vast, terrifying abyss of YouTube is hard enough as it is, so it doesn't really hurt to make yourself stand out. The first impression someone's gonna get of your video looks a little like this. In a split second, everything from the title, thumbnail, view count, and video length is gonna affect someone's decision as to whether or not they watch what you make, so make it count. When it comes to picking a title for your video, there's plenty of options for you to choose from. The file name, the descriptive, the quotation, the lie, the clickbait, the creative, and the gibberish. Which title should you choose? Well, just imagine what people are going to be searching for. It's typically either the most memorable line from the video or a description of what happens inside it. You don't have to name your video after those things, but make sure to include that information in the tags. As for thumbnails, you've got a few options there too. The fortunate, the unfortunate, the manufactured, and the misleading. A tastefully cropped thumbnail that's actually representative of the video itself is usually a safe bet. Or you could just, yeah.
Part 7! Herding!
It's all well and good having an awesome video, but once you get someone's attention, the mission then becomes keeping it. As I said before, trimming the unnecessary fat can keep people's attention, but once the video's over, you get one chance at suggesting what they do next. So again, choose wisely. You can ask them to either subscribe and stick around for more, watch another video from your channel, or follow a link in the description to another website entirely. In an ideal world, you could ask people to do all three, but people are dumb. So very dumb.
Part 8! Money!
Making money off YouTube is entirely optional, but if you'd like to make it your full-time job, you'll need to know how to pay the bills and keep the lights on. There are 3 ways to do this. Advertising. Those ads you see before, on, or around a YouTube video, those are what keep us afloat. Basically, a company gives YouTube a sack of money to display their ads next to people's videos, and YouTube then gives some of that money to the creators. Yay! Merchandise, t-shirts, posters, wristbands, and more. If you've got a funny catchphrase or a beautiful face, people are going to want to put that on their bodies. Selling out. I mean, brand sponsorships. How else are big brands going to remind people they exist without paying you to yell about them? I would never stoop so low. Other side note, multi-channel networks are companies that promise to take care of all the business side of stuff and make you more money in exchange for you signing your life away to them. Some are good, some are not so good. Just make sure you're careful before signing anything. Double side note, there's no quicker way to screw up your chances of making a living off YouTube than infringing copyright. Don't steal music, idiot.
Part 9! Getting noticed!
There aren't many better ways to grow as a creator than by collaborating with others. It's kind of like eating them and stealing their powers. Delicious. Every skill and resource you lack, someone else out there has to offer, and vice versa. If you need music, there's a musician out there who'll be happy for the exposure. If you're a voice actor, someone's gonna need your sexy vocal tones. Approach other creators and offer them the stuff they don't already have. It works. A great way to break the ice and build a relationship with another creator is to flirt creatively. Cover their songs, parody their style, make references to them in your videos. Just don't send them naked pictures. That never ends well. Never.
Part 10! Survival!
Well, congratulations. You're now equipped with all the knowledge you need to go forth and waste people's time. However, there's one last thing I need to tell you before I set you free. Don't be a dick. Be kind to your audience, because ultimately they're the ones that make your job a possibility. And be respectful of the other creators around you, because you never know if you're going to hurt someone's feelings or make a powerful enemy. There are plenty of dicks out there waiting to tear you down for next to no reason. Just don't be one of them. Good luck, my friends, and welcome to YouTube. TomSka out.